press the bell icon on the YouTube app to never miss a video from News Laundry.
Welcome to News Laundry Chhota Hafta. For the full episode, subscribe because it is behind the paywall and only subscribers get access to uncut, complete content. News Laundry Hafta is our weekly wrap of all that made the news, all that didn't, and all that should have and all that shouldn't have. We agree, we disagree, we critique, and occasionally we beat each other up. But it's all good fun. Subscribe.
This is a News Laundry podcast and you're listening to NL Hafta.
Before I start and bore you with my usual lines, I'd like to give a special shout out to all our subscribers in Bangalore who landed up for the subscribers meet with our journalists Manisha and Amit, who were reporting on the Karnataka election from the state. For those of you who showed up, thank you. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for your feedback. And thank you most importantly for your support. Mufat Khor is listening in. Subscribe so you can also be part of these events or these meets. Actually, it wasn't much of an event. But yes, all News Laundry subscribers get entry to our events for free.
And we met them in Harvard also.
Yeah, even at Harvard, we had met a bunch of subscribers. So Mufat Khor's, I mean, if you don't want to abuse us on Twitter, that's fine. But if you want to actually engage with us, you got to subscribe. Then I'll come to Angrez Apna Lagan or News Laundry Apna Hafta. Kabhi nahi chhodte. When the public pays, the public is served, and advertisers pay. Advertisers are served. Support independent media. Subscribe to News Laundry. Also have an announcement to make, dear listeners, before you can listen to the gyan that the panel here will banto. News Laundry has won the Red Ink Award for TR Vivek. Rather, TR Vivek has won the award, but, a story on News Laundry. A Red Ink Award, which is one of the most prestigious journalism awards. The story that has got this award is Kaveri, a basin on the burn. Those of you who have read it, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't, please click on the link below and read it. What's really encouraging is that this is, I think, the third or fourth award that News Laundry has got. I would, hazard a guess that we're probably the smallest outfit to have got 4 awards. We've got a Ladli Award, we've got a Raman Kirpal Award, we've got a Red Ink Award, and we've got the same story got an award at IIMC. And we're probably the only non-ad funded site to have won so many journalism awards. So thank you, listeners. Thank you, subscribers. I would say something you to Mufat Khors, but I won't say that because it's a nice occasion. So thank you too for being Mufat Khors. But thank you is not what I want to say. You know that, right? So do subscribe. Now we have an NL Sena project, the link for which is again below, for part 2 of this, because the first part was covered from one state's point of view. We'd like TR Vivek to travel to the other state and give that state's point of view on this really interesting battle that has been fought for the waters of the Kaveri River for decades now. We are about 20,000 or I think 30,000 short of the magic number to commission that story. The first part won a Red Ink Award. Who knows what the second part may do? And probably this will be the first story or first report that has been funded by news consumers to win such a prestigious award. Who knows? So do subscribe, chip into that NL Sena story. And there are other NL Sena projects. So this is how ground reports can get done if you guys get involved. So thank you all so much. For those of you who have already given to the NL Sena project on Kaveri 2, please give more so we can commission that story. And another moment of pride for us. Thank you, Vivek. Congratulations, TR Vivek, for this award. And thank you, dear News Laundry team. Before I read out the emails that have come in critiquing us, some very good and eloquent ones, I'll give you a list of the things we will discuss before we get into Karnataka, which is the first thing we will discuss because it's on top of everyone's mind and top of all news. So, of course, it's going to be Karnataka election and the big Karnatak there, which is such a clever pun that some channels are going with. There is a West Bengal Panchayati election which has seen some terrible violence, and it has a background of violence. And of course, this will raise the same question I raise each time. भाई बंगाल में इतना violence क्यों होता है, political violence, जब वहाँ भद्र लोग इतने genteel और gentle हैं? Then we shall discuss the Sunanda Pushkar death case with a charge sheet actually charging Shashi Tharoor with abetment of suicide. Also, in a kind of related story, Manmohan Singh writes to the president calling out Prime Minister Modi's threatening language. Then there's protests over the citizenship bill in Assam. This is a bill that is pretty important in several ways, which allows citizenship to minorities of other countries, which pretty much includes everyone except Muslims. Then there was the Aurangabad violence, for which some Shiv Sena MLCs were arrested. And of course, the Union Cabinet reshuffle, where we have a new information broadcasting minister. Does it impact us? Does it not? Do we care? More on that. But first, Karnataka. And we have TS Sudhir on the line. Sudhir, right now you're in Bangalore. Are you back in Hyderabad, or where are you? You're always on the move.
I'm back in Hyderabad tracking Bangalore because that's where all the action is happening.
You were in Bangalore till how recently?
So I traveled all through Karnataka during the election season, and subsequently for the exit poll and the day of counting, I was in Delhi in the TV studios.
I see. Oh, right. So we'll of course talk about Hyderabad. The rest of the panel, we have our managing editor Raman Kirpal. Hi, Raman.
Hi.
We have our editor-in-chief Madhu Trehan.
Hello.
Hey, Madhu. And we have a guest from The Wire. He's a deputy editor at The Wire. He has over a decade of experience. He has worked at Frontline, where he also reported on politics, conflict and farmers issue.
नाम तो बता दो.
हाँ, बता रहे. Ajoy. I was building up because it's a very long name. It's a very heavy name. I can. The first two are easy, but the third name is hard. It's Ajoy Ashirwad Mahaprashast.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Mahaprashast. That's a very intimidating name, as Madhu said you have. So also The Wire is also a subscriber supported enterprise. So do subscribe to The Wire too, because like I said, when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers served. We have a long list of things to discuss and some emails with some very searing critique, which is always welcome. But first, let's talk about what's happening in Karnataka, because we have to let TS go. TS, you prefer to be called TS or Sudhir?
Sudhir.
Sudhir. So Sudhir, it's been an exciting election. In fact, a radio station from Bangalore had called me up for my views 2 days ago. Fever, I think Fever FM, Fever Bangalore. तो ऐसे चलो दिल्ली वालों के पता नहीं why they want to know my views. But I payload my views because that's what we do. So what I'm asking is that when Mayawati swept Uttar Pradesh, when she had that I think 3/4 of the seats she got or some ridiculous amount. I think it was two terms ago. It was described as the most exciting election ever. Modi's 2014 victory was described as the most exciting election ever. 2004 when Mr. Pramod Mahajan was Atal Bihari's right-hand man. It was just the most exciting ever. And so has this one been. You were on the ground. Is that hyperbole, or was it actually up there as among the most exciting?
Well, I think the stakes are very high for both the BJP and the Congress. The Congress needed to save this state because it remains the only big state that it was ruling in. And for the BJP, it was very important because ever since that North-South divide started being spoken about by chief ministers like Siddaramaiah or by M.K. Stalin or Pinarayi Vijayan or Chandrababu Naidu, the feelings started gaining ground that the BJP was not a South Indian party. So it was important for them to come back in Karnataka after it lost power in 2013 in order to say that the South is not, it's not BJP Mukt Dakshin Bharat as some of the slogans said in South India. So
and Modi made sure he mentioned that in his speech. He made a point of that.
Yes. So from that point of view, it was important for both the political parties. The stakes were very high. In fact, I would call it a very long drawn-out election campaign. They started sometime in mid-November with the Parivartana Yatra of the BJP, with Yogi Adityanath making his appearance, then the Congress responding with its own brand of Yatra. So in that sense, it has gone on for almost 6 months now. So it was, and there was a Twitter war also with Siddaramaiah upping the stakes, and so the battle was taking place both in the real and the virtual world. So because the stakes were very high, because on the ground it was a waveless election, nobody could correctly predict which way it was going. I think that made it for an exciting election, and the fact that the BJP was seen as winning and then it kind of shrunk and stopped at 104 and making it a hung verdict ensured that, the drama in Karnataka just kind of goes on for some more time.
Right. Also, there was, I think, a CMS report that Center for Media Studies that this has been amongst the most expensive elections in a while, the amount of money that was spent. I'm not sure which report that is, but it's a report that's been done by some media institute. What happened later, I know social media is not a good indicator for sensible debate, but it's been quoted on mainstream media that the kind of horse trading one is seeing, this doesn't happen here. I mean, as if it's a uniquely North Indian phenomena. is this being too much being made of something that is quite routine? But I mean, of course, the only tragic thing is that even news anchors are looking at it as a normal thing to do without any condemnation. But yeah, will this be frowned upon in any unusual in Karnataka, as if the Bellari brothers are from Punjab or something?
See, Karnataka has seen hung verdicts before. In 2004, it was not a clear verdict. In 2008, the BJP came to 110, which is just 3 short of a clear majority. But technically, it was still a minority government per se. And again, now in 2013 was a clear verdict. 2018, again, the Karnataka has given an unclear verdict. So, in terms of making up coalition governments or kind of indulging in horse trading has been part of Karnataka's political theatre for a good part of the last 2 decades. This time, the challenge for the BJP, as some of its leaders were telling me, is even more because they need more number of MLA legislator elects to abstain when the trust vote is done on the floor of the House, or they decide to immediately move. But if we go by what they did in 2008, their formula would be to make these MLAs abstain, then make them resign, and make them contest the election again on a BJP ticket. That's what they did in 2008. The entire thing was reportedly financed at that time by the Reddy brothers, which is what made them so powerful and indispensable in the entire political ecosystem of the BJP at that time. In fact, at that time, Gali Janardhan Reddy used to say that Yedrappa rules over Bangalore, but as far as Ballari is concerned, I am the Chief Minister of Ballari. So that's how Karnataka was 2008 to 2011 till that whole illegal mining scam blew up in their face.
A related question.
Yeah, Raman.
See, this BJP, are they targeting the MLAs who have got, the criminal history, they have the ED records? That's what we have been...
Because they are more vulnerable. Those MLAs basically who have a sword hanging over them will be more vulnerable. Also, Sudhir, with that, if you could also give one quick answer of when they did this the last time that they got MLAs to abstain and then got them to, recontest on another ticket. Did those guys win again? Is our Janta so stupid and idiotic?
The last time they made 4 Janata Dal legislators resign and 3 Congress legislators resign, so 7 in all. 5 of them actually got re-elected.
Dear God.
This time, actually, I'll tell you about what the BJP strategy is going to be. Those MLAs who are willing to abstain, resign, join the BJP, but not willing to recontest, they have the option of becoming members of the Karnataka Legislative Council. On the 8th of June, there are 6 elections. There are 6 vacancies coming up. So out of those 6, the BJP would be in a position to win 4 of those seats. So at least 4 of those 13, 14 guys who they would need can be accommodated in the Legislative Council. That's one thing. The second part is that, yes, they are, as Raman said, they are targeting those MLAs who will be vulnerable in terms of any income tax, CBI or ED cases against them. Anand Singh, who is the legislator from Ballari district, is one such MLA. He was part of the BJP till January. He joined the Congress in February. He won his election on the Congress ticket, and since the 15th evening or 16th morning, he has been incommunicado, though my sources in Ballari said that he has been telling his supporters, he told his supporters that he will stick to the Congress, but now the Congress camp itself has been confirming, quote unquote, that he's in the clutches of Narendra Modi. So he's not even in Karnataka at this point in time. The other MLA, Pratap Patil, again someone who was with the BJP earlier, joined the Congress in 2013 and 18, both elections he won on the Congress ticket. He also is believed to have escaped from the resort.
Escaped?
He's one, in the sense that he's supposed to have gone to the old Bangalore airport and taken off in a private plane. It's as dramatic as that.
No,
we thought that only the Tamil Nadu politicians of the AIDMK did that Golden Bay Resorts in February last year, but I think Karnataka is going to give them a run.
I think it's par for the course.
These two guys are gone. The other group which is being targeted is the Lingayat community MLAs of the Congress. What they are being told is that why would you want to work under a Vokkaliga chief minister, which would be H.D. Kumaraswamy? Instead, they should come out and join the BJP and support the Lingayat chief minister, B.S. Yedrappa. So the caste and cash. These are the two
Caste
seals
and
which are being
cash.
used to kind of ensure a majority for the BJP government.
Okay, Ajoy, you want to weigh in on this with any views of the coverage or the events either?
Coverage, and the Sudhir has already kind of mentioning it in the caste or cash. But since yesterday we have been hearing rumors about all those MLAs who were with BJP before but contested on Congress tickets this time. They are being targeted now by the BJP, two of them being in Ballari, as you were saying, Nagendra and Anand Singh, who were found to be missing, but their PAs said that they had gone to the Congress meeting in Bangalore. And what would be interesting is that Congress had given a substantial number of tickets to the Lingayat candidates, and if they kind of switch sides now, and many of them managed to win also. So if they switch sides now, it will be an interesting thing, and that will kind of ensure that Siddaramaia's Lingayat card, which he played just before the election, has actually boomeranged, as the BJP was claiming before. Yeah. So events in the sense we saw, and it's like resort politics at its best. We this time, as Raman was saying a little while before, that we know the name of the resort this time, and it's Eagle Turn.
Okay,
yeah,
Ajoy, did
This is India, where we invent in
yeah.
elections. You have phrases like resort politics.
Resort politics.
I don't think
yes.
it's used anywhere else in
It's
the world.
anywhere
Can I
else, yeah.
give you a little bit of background on this Governor Vajubhai Wala?
Yeah, please.
Some interesting thing that I read.
Tell me also after that. Tell me, do you think he made the right call?
Okay, this is a story that is 22 years old, when Deva Gowda happened to be Prime Minister for the short period that he was. And Vajubhai Wala was a minister in the Gujarat government in 1996. Suresh Mehta was the Chief Minister of Gujarat when the Congress fanned senior BJP leader Shankar Singh Vaghela's ambition. The Congress fanned his ambition. Vaghela rebelled against the BJP, claiming that he had the support of 40 other party MLAs. The BJP had 121 MLAs in the 182-member Gujarat Assembly. The Gujarat governor asked Suresh Mehta to prove his majority on the floor of the House, but before voting could be done in the Gujarat Assembly, blows were exchanged between opposing legislators inside the House. The United Democratic Front government under Deva Gowda swung into action. Gowda recommended the dismissal of Suresh Mehta's government. The then President Shankar Dayal Sharma signed the order, and Gujarat was placed under President's rule, dismissing the Suresh Mehta government. Vajubhai Wala then lost his ministry.
And this time it's payback time.
That
So
time
this is karma.
Vajubhai Wala was also the state BJP
Yes.
president
Yeah.
that time.
Chief.
So this was his karmic chance.
No, you know, I don't understand the karmic chance of these guys getting back at each other. Like, what to hamari lag raha hai, bund to hamari maar rahe hain na sab milke. So I mean, when does our karma kick in? Like, but do you think he did the right thing, Madhu? Did the governor take the right call?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think
What do you
so,
think,
no.
Ajoy?
Obviously, because Vajubhai Wala was facing a kind of very complicated situation where he had to choose between constitutional responsibility and party loyalty, and we know what he chose now, since Yadurappa has already.
But
This
Yeah.
encourages horse trading. That's all it does.
Yeah, this
It's
is-
not
yeah.
democracy anymore.
We understand what
This deal
Congress and
making.
BJP are doing. They will do that. If the Congress is also trying to be opportunist, BJP is doing the same thing. So this is expected from the political parties now. No ethics. But when it comes to governor, he is really encouraging horse trading.
Yeah.
Well,
By inviting the Bharatiya Janata Party.
no, my
which
question
got
is
104
but
votes.
one is that you're supposed to invite the largest single party. That is what the BJP says. But if it has the numbers to get majority of the house, it's largest single party and its allies, or and whoever supports it. They don't have the support. So
That was the convention that a governor should have called has always called a single largest party to power if there's in a
or
case
a
of
pre-poll alliance.
but the latest court precedents has clearly established the importance of majority, whoever has the majority. So you'll find Soli Saurabh ji saying that a governor should call a single largest party, and then if that government is not able to prove its majority on the full floor of the House, then the governor should go for the nearest possible option. But we saw in Goa, Manipur, and in Meghalaya how the BJP breached this convention, and accordingly there were so many court cases. Supreme Court ruled in Goa justifying the governor's decision that a post-poll alliance is when the governor called the post-poll alliance to form the government, that is absolutely right. The same case should have been applicable to the Karnataka situation also. You had the letters of support, as the Congress and JDS claims, of having 116 MLAs in their support, and on the other hand there was BJP with 104 MLAs, and only even if we in a situation where they get the support of 2 other MLAs, so even that makes it 106, which is nowhere close to 113, the halfway mark. So in that situation, governor, going by the recent court cases and Congress is claiming Rameshwar Prasad case in 2006, which also clearly establishes that a post-poll alliance, if it has the numbers and has presented those numbers to the governor in writing, they should be called first, because as Madhu said, this kind of situation only encourages horse trading, and one of the primary roles of a governor is to prevent horse trading.
But that clearly has happened.
But one part that I think we should also discuss is the kind of headline that Indian Express gave, and this happened while you were asleep,
right?
Which is the 1:30 a.m. drama at the Supreme Court, and I think it's to be noted that the 3-judge bench appointed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra was Sikri, Kabode and Ashok Bhushan. Sikri known to be sensitive to the centre's needs. Goes back to what the 4 judges have said that these benches are being cherry-picked for the kind of judgment they need.
Sure.
So, this is really depressing that in every area of the pillars of a democracy, whether it's Republic, the
media,
Times,
the judiciary,
Times Now, whatever, you've got that. You've got the judiciary, the educational institutions. What's left?
We are. News Laundry is left. You can subscribe to us and make us stronger. Hello Hafta team, I've been a subscriber for almost a year. Hafta, Constitution, Nuisance and Reporters Without Orders are what keeps me hooked. I love Abhinandan's trademark lines promoting News Laundry. That said, I'll jump right into my main criticism. Since you like those lines, I'll just say them once again. Please subscribe to News Laundry and help keep media free. Because unless you pay, everything that the mics we are recording in and the place where we are, the rent, everything is not free. इसका सब पैसा लगता है और पेड़ पे तो उगता नहीं और ना हम सरकारी ऐड लेते हैं ना हम किसी corporation के ऐड लेते हैं, तो you are our only support. So Prateek goes on to say, the extreme levels of USA love by Madhu needs to be pointed out. Since last December, Madhu has brought up some USA stories in every single Hafta that she has been part of. If her parts of Hafta were to be isolated, one would think this is an Indo-US podcast and not an Indian one. A comment of hers from a few weeks ago perfectly sums up my point. Abhinandan was talking about his contempt for the Indian police force. Madhu responded by saying that the situation is the same all around the world, and then went on to talk about the USA.
Again, I did it today, just now.
You did it right. I've said, because of course the entire world is just India and USA. The fact is that as a whole, cops in the developed world minus USA are great at their job. Seems irrelevant to the conversation. The list goes on. For way too many stories, Madhu has to reply about some US incident or the other. I'll give a few more examples. Topic: Farmers March. Madhu response: Anti-NRA March in USA.
Anti what?
NRA March in USA, which incidentally she brought up 3 consecutive haftas.
I plead guilty.
Topic: Indian political spokespersons. Madhu response: Kelly something, a political spokesperson in the USA.
I plead guilty.
Topic: Jinnah statue. Madhu response: Confederate flag in USA.
I plead guilty.
Not to mention the time she used the 2 USA political parties to explain her point.
I plead guilty.
Surely internationalism is not a bad thing, but internationalism goes beyond USA. This is fanboyism of another country. Regards, Prateek. And since Abhinandan will get a kick out of it, I thought I should mention that I'm a research mathematician by profession. These postdoctorates.
This is not fanboyism, it's the opposite of fanboyism. कि हम इतने बुरे नहीं हैं, उधर भी होता है.
सुन लिया अफ्रीका, मुफत खोरों. Not to brag or anything, but News Laundry Hafta features in the top 50 in the world on SoundCloud in the news and politics category for podcasts. So do subscribe and see what you're missing, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, Advertisers are served. Subscribe, help keep news independent and free. All News Laundry podcasts are available on iTunes and Stitcher and any other podcast platform.